Now we have the lineup for the B main. Ryan Bachelote in the Peninsula Motorsports number 1 will start first. Nico Thomas, teammate, will start second in the number 2. Heiner Neuer starts in third in the Planet Gene Rally number 18. Fourth is Stuart Townsend in the Orange Racing Team number 99. Fifth is Rocco Salzani in Destiny Racing 16, and Jan van Koylik for Planet Gene Rally in the 19 will start in 6th. The final B main of the season about to get underway here. In 3, 2, 1, we are racing. Bachelote avoids the tire, but Neuer does not. He sails over top of a couple of cars, and it looks like Salzani has gotten some damage off of that first turn. Oh, Bachelote hits the pits, as does Salzani and Townsend. This is really going to shake things up. Nico Thomas to the lead. Van Koylik second, Heiner Neuer third. And it looks like Salzani had another problem, and he's damaged again. He's going to have to pit a second time for that damage. He comes back out on track, and he puts Heiner Neuer into the wall coming out of the pits. What in the world is he thinking? I think Neuer's probably going to have something to say to him after the race. Can't imagine it's anything nice. And right now, it is Nico Thomas in first, Van Koylik in second, third is Neuer, fourth is Bachelote, fifth Townsend, and sixth is Salzani. Boy, what a shakeup. Heiner Neuer is still trying to get past Salzani. Meanwhile, the front two are pulling away some. Heiner Neuer really needs to get by the lap car of Salzani to be able to have a chance of catching up. Bachelote is starting to catch up. He's going to have to get by Neuer first, though. And then Salzani, and then Van Koylik. We're about halfway through this race. Nico Thomas holds the lead. Van Koylik second. Third is Heiner Neuer. And fourth is Bachelote, but that looks like it's about to change as Bachelote is battling his way to the inside. He touches him a little bit on the hairpin, but can't quite get by. Now he shoves him out of the way through the second turn, and he's going to take away the third spot. Ryan Bachelote to third. Heiner Neuer to fourth. He's still got a lot of ground to make up in 5 laps here. I'm not sure he's going to be able to get to Van Koylik before this one ends. We will see. But Salzani is pressuring Van Koylik, even though he's a lap down. He's not giving up. He gives him a little shove through the hairpin. This is allowing Bachelote to catch back up. Bachelote gets into Salzani. Tries to go by on the outside, but it doesn't stick. Now he's going to try to go by on the inside. Still not there. He gives him a shove, more of a shove. He just keeps pushing him, but he's still in the way. 2 laps to go. Salzani is holding up Bachelote, and I think that's going to allow Van Koylik to get through. Bachelote is probably going to be frustrated with Salzani. There's going to be a couple drivers coming after him in the garage area after this. It's the checkered flag for Nico Thomas and Jan van Koylik into the final A main. Looks like Bachelote is probably going to have some words with Salzani after this race is over. He's running into the side of his car after the checkered flag. So we have Nico Thomas and Jan van Koylik move to the B main. Bachelote, Neuer, Townsend, and Salzani are done for the year. They will head home. And now let's take a look at the starting grid for the final A main of the season. Thunder at the Port at Port Nueve, the A main. Starting in the 6th position, the number 19 tip-top shaped gems, PlanetGeneRally.de, SpeedTech AR2, Jan van Koylik. Starting in the 5th position, in the number 2 Check-It credit cards, Peninsula Motorsports, SpeedTech AR2, Nico Thomas. In the 4th position, in the number 32 365 Insurance, SpeedTech AR2 for Razgriz Racing Team, Jake Sanson. Starting in the 3rd spot, in the number 31 Key Security, Razgriz Racing Team, SpeedTech AR2, Carl Weiss. Starting in the 2nd spot, in the number 42 O'Calvin Antifreeze, Volcano Motorsports Venom STR, Samuel Highcliffe. And starting in the 1st position, the number 00 Queasy Antacids, Volcano Motorsports Venom STR, is Josip Lettenberg. Now we head down to the track, getting ready for this final A main. 8 kilometers, 27 laps around this circuit. We are ready to get underway and crown our champions. In 3, 2, 1, we are racing for the final time in the NAGRCA GT series. And Lettenberg is into the wall off the first turn. Looks like he didn't get too much damage. The lead is going to go to Carl Weiss. And Sanson vaults over. Second place, Highcliffe. Third place is being held by Sanson at the moment. Fourth is Van Corlick trying to fend off Lettenberg, but he goes over the sunk tire into the wall. Nico Thomas inherits fifth. Sixth is Van Corlick now. And Carl Weiss is holding the first spot at the moment. Highcliffe second. Third is Sanson getting in the way of Josef Lettenberg. Could we see a different winner this time? Now Lettenberg still not clear of Sanson. Sanson is fighting back. He will try to go to the inside of Highcliffe, and he gets into Highcliffe. And now he vaults over the sunk tire into the wall, takes damage. He drops back to fifth. First is still Weiss. Second is now Lettenberg, setting his sights on the first position. Third is Highcliffe. Fourth is Thomas. Fifth is an ailing Jake Sanson. And sixth is Van Corlick. We'll go back up to the lead here. Weiss is holding the lead at the moment. And he seems to be losing just a little bit of ground. And Lettenberg will very likely overhaul him by the end of this race. He's gaining by the lap. You can see it visibly. And third is Highcliffe. This may actually break up the record of string of 1-2 finishes for Volcano Motorsports here. And this keeps up. Weiss is still managing to hold off Lettenberg for the moment. Lettenberg will not be denied. He's fighting hard and keeping right with him. He's at his bumper, gives him a little shove there. He'll probably give him a shove to the inside on the hairpin, and Lettenberg to the lead. Weiss gets back on his bumper, though. He gives him a little rub, but he's not going to be able to get by. He tries to go by on the inside of the hairpin, but that's not going to work. It looks like Sanson, Van Corlick, and Thomas have all taken pit stops. The top three still have yet to take their pit stops. Lettenberg is not really pulling too far away from Weiss very quickly. And Highcliffe is holding on to the third position. Now Highcliffe is going to hit the pits. I expect to see those top two into the pits soon as well. Nope, they're going to hold out for at least another lap. So that will lose them a little bit of time to Highcliffe, who's now on fresher rubbers. And Lettenberg is going to hit the pits, but Weiss is going to stay out for one more lap. And Lettenberg comes out of the pits well ahead of teammate Highcliffe. Weiss is pushing it all the way to the end of the fuel run. He is going to lose a lot of ground here. There's a couple of lap cars. Thomas and Sanson are battling for the fourth position. No, the second position. Yes, they have gotten by Highcliffe. They're fighting for second right now. And fifth, Weiss has dropped all the way back to fifth after waiting so long to pit. So the way you see them on the track is the way they are running right now. Second is a battle between Thomas and Sanson. Fourth is a battle between Highcliffe and Weiss. Weiss is going to get the better of Highcliffe and move into the fourth spot. It's like Sanson's not able to do much with Thomas right now, but Carl Weiss is on a tear. He's getting up to them. Now Sanson is to the inside, but he goes over that sunk tire. Many drivers have fallen to that today, but Sanson is still back to the inside of Weiss, and Weiss to the outside of Thomas. Now Thomas second. They're going to go three wide, and Sanson is going to end up in the wall. This puts Highcliffe back into the mix. Highcliffe to second. On the very inside, Sanson tries to make a move, but it doesn't stick. Sanson over the sunk tire again in the second turn, and that kind of breaks up this battle for now. Looks like Weiss is there. We're on the last lap. Lettenberg is going to take another victory. Let's see if Highcliffe, can he hold off Vice through the final turn? Vice has dropped back a little bit. He's going to come to the inside. They're together. Oh, I cannot tell who had that position. It looks like the scorer is going to say Highcliffe had it by 3/100ths of a second over Vice for the second position. That holds on to the Volcano Motorsports 1-2 in these last few races. That puts Lettenberg on the top of the podium for this final race once again, and Highcliffe in the second spot, and Carl Weiss will end up in the third position after an exciting final battle. He was almost able to get past Highcliffe through that final hairpin. There's quite a battle going on there between Highcliffe, Weiss, Sanson, and Thomas. Not necessarily all at the same time, but they were all battling at one point for the second spot. Van Corlick was just kind of back there a bit, finished a lap back. And this will give Lettenberg the season crown, and Volcano Motorsports also the team's crown. So now we'll head over, take a look at the final point standings, and finish off this season with this exciting A main. Quite a battle there in the closing laps between several drivers for the second and third positions. That was pretty unbelievable, and a photo finish for the second spot. 3/100ths of a second. Highcliffe over Vice for second.